Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Barack Obama and Joe Biden's duo, Nuzlocke of Pokemon Sapphire. Somehow we ended up outside the Weather Institute since the last play session, and today we will be getting the Devon scope and catching some new Pokemon. What's up, Mr. President?
Hey, Barack. Taking on our epic rival, May I See.
Whoa, don't you mean bootylicious rival, Joey? You forgot to take your carbos again, didn't you little Vileplume numpty?
I guess something along the lines of that, Barack. I know I'd usually be screaming and moaning and using Bubble Beam right now, but it just doesn't feel right. I know the 83% unsubscribed viewers are watching, but considering it's just you and I in this call right now, it makes me a little uncomfortable, you know?
Well, let me do it for you then, Joe. Ooh, yeah! What comes after April? May. And then my Schlongo Bongo. Shamona! I'm about to hee this gal. No, MJ. The electro web is about to unload, following the discharge.
I don't know if it's just me, Barack, but I feel like something is missing this episode. Like a vital part of the president's play experience. I can't put my finger on it.
I haven't the slightest clue what you're talking about, Joe. This series is called President's Play Pokemon Sapphire. Presidents, plural, you and I. It doesn't say the Tragic Trio, the Sea Salt Trio, the Destiny Trio, the Wug Trio. Nothing like that. Stop questioning the series and let me cook.
Maybe I am just imagining things. You're making quick work of my pre-ordered wife here, Barack. I'm proud of you.
Pre-ordered wife? Now that's the type of creepy stuff I was waiting for, buddy old pal.
I strive to be the creep god, Barack.
Well, it's nice to see she still has that slow bro on her team from the second fight. I think it has Psycho Boost, but I'm not too certain. Which one of us even fought her on that route, Joe?
Maybe it was one of our special guests? I think John Wick blew her to smithereens back in episode 6, which sucks, because I really wish she would blow me to smithereens. Bummer.
Now we're talking. That's my bestie that I was waiting for. Lapper ass has got to get out of here, though, ASAP. No Rocky. Peak has signal beam, so maybe she can chip away at this bulky douche canoe.
What about a thunderbolt from day one, Barack? I would say that would kill.
Not a bad option, Joe, but just to be safe, I'll bring out our higher HP monster instead. With the increase in enemy trainer levels, I'm not even going to play risky from now on. I will try and focus my energy into every move I make. As Tupac once said, "Is that a gun? Oh, Christ, don't shoot me."
I don't really see the relevance of that quote, but still I see no changes. Can a brother get a little peace?
It's war on the street and the war in the Middle East.
Hashtag it's time to nuke racism, am I right? Anyways, Barack, have you been doing much lately?
Well, actually, Joe, funny you say that. I've been watching these videos from alternate timelines of us playing through other Pokemon games. There's a Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Yellow series. Those two are my faves at the moment. But there's this orange prick who features alongside us. I can't even remember his name. I just skipped forward 10 seconds until his chat-tot screech-using voice is done speaking. Thank God he doesn't exist in our videos, right?
He sounds like a heavy metal sack of Shaka Zulu.
Leave my ancestors out of this, Joe. Also, it's about time we got a confusion with Signal Beam. Now smack yourself real good, you molasses bro.
Slow bro is low-key a threat on this file. We better stay sharp like a Kartana when this thing appears.
Couldn't agree more, oldster Joey. All she has left is the ace of her team, which, if memory serves me correct, is not that hard of an obstacle to overcome.
Linoon! Ah! He always loved Linoon!
Who always loved Linoon, Joe?
I'm not sure. That was just a natural reaction I got from watching the game right now. Very strange. I do apologize.
It's okay, Joe. Just don't go around spreading lies and pretending anybody likes this Mon. If you hail Lord Ziggy, that's fine. Just don't bring up his evolution. The Bible is against that, remember?
Don't blame my homeboy Just Sweet Crust for that. He didn't write the book. He just read whatever was in the motherfucking book.
I'm in the mood for some sugar-free black coffee on the beat all of a sudden. I should probably stop dissing this Linoon and its entire lineage, because she is crippling the MVP of the team as the turns go on with Sludge Bomb. A crispy, rain-boosted stab surf from Boo Boo should be more than enough to drain this rodent of her life.
I guess we have to be more thankful that we have each other, Barack. Two of the greatest Nuzlockers and Buzzcockers the world has ever seen. If we had a third person helping us with this run, they'd probably be as useful as an Archeops and let us down. I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you, Barack, for being my partner in crime and partner in time. No Mario Brothers.
Oh, Joe Chuan, I'd love to be your Mario Brother partner in time. That game is a freaking masterpiece. That final boss theme slaps. Before I get sidetracked, go ahead and say goodbye to your waifu or side piece or your star piece or whatever this situationship is.
Although this girl sparks love in my heart, she ain't my main act trick, She's my side ectric. Sayonara, maybe baby.
If you love them, let them go. That's why I always release my 31-6 IV competitive Pokemon after each generation officially ends. It's funny we bring up the Mario RPGs because recently those fans have been eating good. We have 2 remakes of arguably top 2 Mario RPGs of all time, The Thousand Year Door and Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. You bet your bottom dollar I will have both of them on day one. No ho-oh.
Super Mario RPG? Now that is the only one just for me. Never got through Gino's maze, though.
At least you gave up once the music hit literal peak, Joe.
Gave up? I've been trying daily for over 27 years now, and I still can't follow this blue cursed-ass clown. Maybe they'll make it easier in the remake and give the player a sat-nav or Apple Maps.
Apple Maps? That would just make it harder, Joe. Keep up with the times.
Shut up, Barack, you manky mother lover. I hope you're having a good day, darn it.
Well, screw you too, Mr. Biden, you squishy, squawkabilly-built bestie. I wish there was some outside factor that allowed us to express our rage properly within these episodes, like some pudgy, great tusk-built moron. Anyways, I'm just surfing down south to pick up a few items before entering Fort Tree City.
Hey, yo, what the dog doing? He's level 41. Holy Palkia, that is hella high.
Don't worry, I'm just shape-shifting into this woof-woof to see what moves our own dog will learn once he reaches level 41. The body slam and high jump kick combination, would you believe, is decent coverage, since it can cover the rock and steel checks that would resist our normal type attacks. While false swipe isn't ideal, there are still plenty of Pokemon to catch on this adventure, so that would definitely come in handy for the next few episodes. Maybe I should swap Dog to the front of the party so he directly gains more EXP.
I wouldn't really worry about that, Barack. There's still a few trainers left on this route, and it's raining. His Fire Fist won't be doing much, and a surprise water gun could do some seriously irreparable damage out of nowhere. Like an RKO. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Just let that doggo chill in the back building up some experience for now, day one or lap, or ask and cook instead.
Very insightful information, Joe. For some reason, this episode just feels stress and diabetes-free. So I feel like I can communicate with you from the soul, you know? Man to man, goated president to goated president, lover to lover. This is coming from my heart, not Sukuna's, just to let you know. No spoilers, but have you been keeping up with the Jujutsu Kaisen manga?
Speaking of, we've actually added a JJK and One Piece spoiler talk to the Discord, as well as a section to discuss any Pokemon-related adventures that members are currently going on. It's a lot of fun to see what everyone is up to or thinks of the latest chapters, so be sure to join using the link down below. We are also accepting mod applications for the server, since GP is an inadequate wishy-washy and doesn't even understand how a thread works. I'll all-out pummel his nutsack later to compensate. Anyways, to answer your question, I haven't been keeping up Barack, but hopefully Fraud Kuna will start biting back soon. It's go Jover for him.
Excuse me, you insolent sunkern? Care to repeat that to the king of curses and king of stealing elderly people's purses? Psych! I'm not even giving you the chance. While you were busy plugging the Discord, Day One had adapted to your Infinity Biden barrier. I then copy and pasted that knowledge onto my moveset while holding a Wikiberry, therefore restoring my cursed energy meter, allowing me to raw level 3 sand slash your ass into the grass frame 1. Omae wa mo shinderu.
How in ponytail piss did you manage to kill me in less than 0.01 seconds? None of it even made sense.
Still makes more sense than the latest chapter. All right, time to defuse this Kyurem Black and take this shitty little Zekrom out of me.
Oh, thank God. And to think I was going to listen to that man and shove a gerbil in my ass through a tube. Anyways, I take it you called me here for a reason, you Cyrus preaching scoundrel.
I won't keep you long, Barbara. I'll make it snappy. I've watched how ass your gameplay has been over the past couple of episodes, and I have a proposal. I would like to make a binding vow with you. Here are my conditions. First, when I say the word "in-chain," we swap out for an entire battle and I take control of the gameplay. I will literally play as optimally as possible and solo the poor trainer I end up against. Second, you forget that we ever made this vow. How does that sound?
That sounds fine, but what's the catch?
Why does there have to be a catch? I just want a good old-fashioned Pokemon battle where I can rip the opponent to shreds. Ah ha ha ha. Okay, you're right. Here's my final rule. If we end up using this pack before the series ends, you must let a Pokemon die for free during the Elite Four.
But what if we don't need your switcheroo?
Well, then you play the E4 as normal.
I'm not sure if you can be trusted.
Then eat this critical pursuit. Goodbye, Day One.
Okay, fine. I accept.
Ha! I'll give you the flame body proc as an apology. Could you really not calculate that pursuit crit damage, Barak? You poor slowpoke head, I have a feeling you'll need my help sooner rather than later.
What just happened?
What just happened?
Joe, you're alive? How in the Sizzlipede did you survive?
I never go around without quick revive, Barak. As they say, if you want to get up, you need a little revive. It's insane how Sukuna one-shot me through my juggernog, though. That lucky punch bastard double-swiped me. How dare he? Did I miss anything while I was unconscious?
I don't think so, Joe. But I get the feeling that something terrible has been done in our time away. Let's try break away from whatever that craziness was and ask our comment question.
Sure thing, my closest companion. What have you got for us today?
Here's my question for the viewers and yourself, Joe. Who is your favorite looking shiny Pokemon? There are a lot of great answers to this question, so choose wisely.
Let me start. My pick is a bit unconventional. My favorite is Blacephalon. His regular design as it is looks pretty wacky and insane, but the shiny version turns his body blue, and he looks like a raving disco ball from the club. Brings me back to my younger days, to when they literally invented the disco ball. The lights are complemented much more on the blue body coloring than the white. Out of all shinies, I'm sure nobody was expecting a creepy self-imploding Bomberman to be my answer, but for some reason I just really dig it.
Brings me back to the days when a foxy lady called Blacephalon would blow me in the club. Forget Sloppenheimer, that was some literal bomb head. My answer has to be Milotic. It's a simple one, but goddamn is it effective. The golden scales complement the newly blue-shaded eyebrows magnificently. It is true beauty in Pokemon form. But the main reason I love it is because of how elusive it feels. First, you have to go through the trouble of finding a Feebas, which can take literal hours to do. Then spend another ungodly amount of days or even weeks fishing or breeding to try and obtain the shiny version. Then after jumping through more hoops to evolve it, you finally get to witness a phenomenal sight. It also helps that this gorgeous creature is competitively viable with it being a defensive wall.
Elusive? Feebas? A wall? Hold on, I'm starting to remember something. A rotund elephant mother plucker. Something Don. Don something. Don.
Don Fan. That's probably what you're thinking about Joey McSlowy. Anyways, I'm getting right back into sweeping these trainers with Day One. It feels good to be on top again. We also have an encounter on this route that we can't forget. It's never good news if Sukuna is popping up, so we need all the firepower we can get.
It's been a while since he's appeared in one of these episodes. I wonder when he's going to show his Wimpod ass again.
He literally fucking murdered you 5 minutes ago! How have you forgotten your own death within an episode, Joe?
Nah, bro. Ain't no way. I would have remembered taking him down to Browntown Barak. Besides that, I'm always forgetting my near-deaths. I've literally been running from the Grim Reaper himself for how many millennia now?
Christ on a mock bike, Joe, you have more plot armor than Elaine's Charizard. Like seriously, how in the distortion world did Ash's Grey Ninja lose in that fight? That man is busted AF, but just because Ash wasn't allowed to win a Pokemon League yet, his poor team had to catch some fat L's.
I'm pretty sure I was catching some fat Z's during that fight.
You're always catching Z's, tiresome Joe. Back on track, it's been a whole episode since our last wild encounter, so let's make this a good one.
Sunny side up, just the way I like them.
I'm going to presume you mean the egg part, not the baby part. But before this gets weird, let me just say I love Togepi. It is God-tier Pokemon design. In the anime, that little guy was so dang adorable. Gen 1 stands are back on top where we belong. The fact that it's an egg Pokemon, which was foreshadowing the breeding mechanic for Gold and Silver, is also a 5,000 IQ play from Game Freak. A bit weird to think the bottom half of the Togepi egg is the exact same one it was born in, but that's a bit nitpicky.
Although I usually want to drain all the blood from baby Pokemon, or just babies in general, should I say, Togepi is actually alright. Its final evolution Togetic is pretty cool, if not a little underpowered. I still like him, though.
You know, it evolves into Togekiss from Gen 4 onwards, Joe, right?
Wait, really? Hold on, let me open Microsoft Edge to Yahoo search what this thing looks like.
I'm pretty sure your brain operates on Bing, Joe, either that or Windows 95. That would explain why your IRL speed stat is so low.
I'm telling you, it's because I'm always carrying around this lagging tail between my legs. I saw that he has Synthesis, which is a great healing move. That means we can use him on our OP Sun team that definitely synergizes with each other. I can't wait to use this chubby little guy. What the hurt-ear hell was that?
Let's just ignore that for now, Joe.
Before Giratina scoops me up Afton style, what are you going to nickname this eggy-weggy Barack, my savior?
Well, of course, I'm going to pay my respects to the best season of the anime by nicknaming this cute little powerhouse Chucky.
Oh, for falling's sake. Why is it always when I bring up FNAF, creepy shit starts to happen? I spook easily, Barack, but I have to ask, why Chucky?
Because in the show, Togepi says, Chucky, 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 Pre. On God, I implore you to go listen to him speak. I cannot unhear it.
I suppose Halloween is coming up next in terms of useless holidays, but that's not part of my faith, so leave me out of this, Barack.
What are you going on about, Joe? Even though you're Jewish, you still have to celebrate Halloween.
I'm not Jewish. I've told you, I'm Shroomish. I pray to Lord Breloom 6 times a day. I pray he spores me beyond the afterlife and further beyond the boundaries of death. I wish to Jirachi that he choice band punches my kneecaps for all of my sins I perform in the morning. Then I pray 9 more times in the evening after doing some moderately evil sins. They're bad, but nothing compared to what I do every day at dawn. This is the salvation I aim for he alone is the honored one.
What the hell do you do to dawn every day? You know what? Just shut up, Joe, before I murk you.
Oh, it's a baby version of our editor, GP.
Does he call himself a haunch crow because he thinks he's a pimp or a mafia boss? That's super-de-duper cringe, I can't lie. Well, there's our first sand complimented ability, I suppose. Her stats are actually okay. They almost look like a normal Merc Rose. Fast with decent defenses. If she just had better moves, she would be a pretty reliable member. For now, I'll just take the EXP share and funnel it to Dog. We have a static catch up ahead, too. I just have to no-scope this invisible Rotom hacking little shit off the bridge first.
Just don't get a collateral with Steve-O. I want to see a Jackass 5 before I ascend to heaven, gosh darn it. A putrid little insect. Reminds me of an old friend. A small, insignificant little worm. Oh, who am I kidding? He wasn't small. I can't even remember his cheek-stuffed name.
Spoilers to the viewers, but this thing is getting caught in the first ball. Enough said. The pool of bug types to evolve into isn't particularly great in this generation, but at least it's a fast evolution. We should be able to witness it before the end of this episode.
What a cheerful and eventful day it has been. Why can't it be like this every week? What are you going to call this scraggly little skaboodle?
Well, Wormpole always reminds me of the Boss Empress Bulblax from Pikmin. And this one happens to be a female, so I'll call her Bulblax. Say, that reminds me, didn't you buy Dickman 4 or something a couple of weeks ago, Joe? I keep seeing trailers for it on the hub and it looks erotic. Have you beaten it yet?
I have not beaten off 4 men's dicks simultaneously yet, Barack. I'm slowly but surely getting there. I think Gordon Ramsay was the one who bought that game when he was featured a while ago. It sounds like something he would do /cook/play/enjoy.
I think you're right there, Joe Cephalon. I know you saw my sniping skills earlier with the Devon scope. Gordon is actually the one who taught me how to use it back in the Modern Warfare 2 days. I ain't talking about the shitty remakes, the OG Xbox 360 days before they fell off.
No shot. You're capping Barack. Are you for realsies?
Did you forget the orgs that wanted me on their teams for the circuits back in the day? I went beast mode with the intervention. Let me demonstrate again. Skippity bop, beep bop bop pow.
I can see why FaZe wanted you so badly on their Modern Warfare 2 team for MLG 2010. That'll teach that roly-poly Snorlax wannabe blocking the way looking ass. The voices, I keep hearing them.
Just release those damn kids from your basement and you won't have to listen to their cries, Joe. Or for God's sake, just feed them and I guarantee you they will stop.
While this voice sounds like a child's, and I can definitely imagine them begging for 100 happy meals, it's built different from the others. It's like he's been shut off, possibly exiled to ultra space. What could we possibly do?
Well, you seem to get these dimensional screams whenever you bring up fat Pokemon in a negative light. That's one piece of the puzzle, but what you would do from there, I'm not quite sure.
Maybe to fill this dark void, we have to start throwing our love balls out into the open. If you've unzipped your pants, Barack, now is your chance to put those bad boys away.
Shit! What are you talking about? Ha ha ha, great plan, Joe. Let's start expressing our appreciation for whatever it is that we've lost. Hey, mysterious figure, I miss you like a focus blast.
I love you more than a heart-scale holding love disc.
I'm attracted to you like a magneton.
Who has the ability cute charm?
You may just be the Nido King to my Nido Queen.
To keep things simple and clean, the future with you doesn't scare us at all. Nothing is like before.
Hey there. What's up, boys?
Donald, it was you the whole time. Oh, my God. It's all coming back to me now. I remember what it is I lost.
Oh, Joe, such a warm welcome back. You missed me?
Strong words, you choke artist. We had lost our deadweight team player. This episode was missing an oversized, garganacle-built shit talker, a Draco Zolt-looking mistake. How could I forget you, Donald, you Dynamax disappointment?
Ha ha ha, screw you too, AZ. I hope you haven't been touching any ogre pawns while I've been gone. You Follings feeler.
I'm starting to remember now too, guys. The series was missing the Doug trio. It looks like our destinies have brought us back together. I don't appreciate the overrepresentation of white people between the three of us, but whatever. That's not the point.
Nah, Donald's representing the Tangerines, Barack. He ain't white in my eyes. We don't accept him into the Cool Chucks clan.
Oh, sweet. Forgive me. Guess we repping all sorts of ethnicities here. Say, Donald, what did you get up to while you were gone?
Well, fellas, I went on a bit of a journey while I was away. Let me just say, it wasn't easy. First, I started to reflect on why I was playing like such law-punny cheeks, but I couldn't come to a definitive conclusion. So I pushed my body to its absolute limit. I 100%ed Poke Park Pikachu's adventure with just one hand. I beat Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia using my toes to draw the capture circles, and I grinded out the Battle Palace Silver Medal.
Whoa, 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 calm down. Someone get the medic. He's gone insane.
Joe's right, Donald. They force U.S. prisoners to play an hour of the Battle Palace whenever they cause further trouble in their cells. I've heard they even use that mode as a torture device in some countries.
Guys, trust me, I literally went through it. I even set the battle text to slow for extra pain.
Youch. You must be a shell of a man right now. And that's just for silver?
If I've learned anything, it's this. Seriously, fuck that facility. Don't worry, I'll get the gold symbol next season.
As awful as all that sounds, I'm glad to hear the Donald training arc has been a resounding success. What power-up did you end up getting?
All will be revealed in due time, Annihilate. Let's just celebrate the fact that I'm back in this biznitch. Be honest, how much did you guys miss me? Well, did I miss much while I was gone? Guys, it's been like 40 minutes. Can one of you freakachus answer me?
You didn't miss much.
Great communication, you Frostlass munchers. I'm sure glad to be back.
You're back for this immaculate evolution. Be grateful, you sleazy, cheesy slurpuff.
I don't know how to explain this phenomenon, but this Evo is making my body use Harden for some reason.
It looks like we will have to wait until next time to unlock this chick's potential. Say, Joe, I don't know about you, but all of a sudden I don't have the energy to continue. I'm going to sign off for today. Thanks for co-hosting the best episode to date. You're the greatest as always.
Oh, Barack, I couldn't have done it without your dazzling performance. I'll see you Tuesday for our next secret group orgy. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the President's Play, Pokemon Sapphire. Last episode, Barack and I were getting along like a Plusle and Minun, but then flump-faced Donald here made it feel like a Zangoose and Seviper gang war. Today, we are taking on the 6th gym.
You always have such a way with words, Joe. Hope you're doing well, my boy. It looks like this gym is going to be either an ice or a ground-type theme, judging by the opposing Swinub. Hopefully we get ground. How are we today, guys?
I'm absolutely fantastic, Barack. Did you both see the comment section sucking me off last episode because I was missing? What can I say? I'm literally the GOAT. I only watched half of the previous episode before going into a Mackey's food coma. These videos are so boring without me, goddamn.
I missed you, Donald. I can't wait to Excadrill sweep your confidence by the end of this episode again. Bullying you is just too damn easy. Aye, aye, aye.
My little butterfly.
Okay. I'm not one to dunk on bad Pokemon, but this mask-on, mask-off little guy is pretty ass if I do say so myself. One switch into Stealth Rocks, and she is instantly dead.
Yes, Stealth Rocks. That hazard that definitely exists in this game, you dipshit. Her HP and special stats are actually pretty great. Plus, why do you always have to judge a Pokemon by its battling capabilities? I think Masquerain has one of the best designs ever.
Ah, that's sweet of you, Barack.
Thanks, Joe. I especially love the fact its head looks like a bong.
And there it is, Barack Obama, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, I just want to put it out there that I'm very nervous having to play today. The gym leader of this gym is, well, I don't want to say.
Your wife?
What the frick? How did you both know?
Well, you let that slip a couple episodes ago, Joe, but I'm not surprised you've used amnesia since then. Side note, it looks like we got ground type, and if Rock Tomb from Groudon is only doing 10 damage to our doggo, then I think this gym is pretty much in the bag.
The only thing in the bag is that fresh Colombian Coca-Cola, Donnie, because I may have screwed us over.
Oh, Tepig on a spit roast. What have you done now, Joe?
Here's the thing. When I drafted out a complex diagram of which one of us would be playing the game at each point in this playthrough, Barack was actually meant to fight Winona last episode. However, you threw a water shuriken in the mix when you got fucking blazed in episode 7. And your Snoopy-Doo looking ass decided to do the Trick Master's house instead. That pushed back everything by 1 episode, and now I have to fight my gym leader of a wife. Now, physically, I have never had an issue with beating the living daylights out of her. But here's where the issue lies. When we got married, I made a vow that I would never beat her in a Pokemon battle. It would be a disgrace to her title and job, plus she would literally be worthless to me, as that bitch can't even cook a dry coconut curry.
Who can't cook that shit? All you do is nut straight into a bowl of rice and the dish is done.
Wow, Joe, that is a crazy callback, I must say. But there's something I don't understand. What happens if you win in the battle? Does she send a Hitman or Hitmonchan or Inteleon assassin after you or something?
Even worse, we get a divorce.
Wait, that's all? You made it out to be a worse punishment, no Zoroark?
Shut your bitch ass up, you literal Zoroark. Winona is my fucking one true love, my childhood crush, my teen lover, my adult dream gal. Why do you think I gush and cream over an Altaria so much? Because we first made love on that thing flying around Hoenn? Sorry, boys, I know this run means a lot to you, but if I have to use Explosion and end it here, I would rather do that so I could use Explosion in her guts tonight. No Flame Orb.
Whoa, whoa. Use calm mind there, Joe. Let's relax a bit. I think you're just afraid of entering back into the singles bracket of love, aren't you? If that's the case, Donald and I can give you a few pointers and pokey pickup lines if you so doom desire.
I would love to pick up Pokimane and Batista Bomber through a steel chair. Let's do this shit, Barack. For Joe.
Wait, let me use Water Pulse on her before you skull bash her face, Dondre the Giant.
You already catch my drift, Lim Joe? I know there are some single fellas and single she-males out there that watch these videos looking for a bit of love. So how about we give them some of our best hits we've used throughout the years? You can jot them down as well, Joe, so you can drop these big, sexy one-liners next time you're at the playground.
I don't need your corny, thwacky-ass puns. I'll have you know, I've gotten plenty of bitches in my days. Honestly, what I can say is the chicks with dicks from the Middle Ages hit different. You couldn't tell if anyone was a guy or a girl. Shit had me looking like Professor Oak. I kept asking what their gender was, even though they were right in front of me. Obviously, I couldn't give a rattata, and we would use Swords Dance anyway. Although there was nothing I craved more than a choice banded lick from the Mona Lisa herself.
Just finish this dumbass puzzle. I don't know anyone that likes this knockoff Tetris gimmick. It's so freaking dumb.
All right, everyone, thanks for watching this series. I'm going to let my loving wife sweep our team, so be sure to like and subscribe and join the Discord. And
Listen to me, you Shedinja muncher. We are not losing the run here. Maybe we can reignite your Talon flame of love with our romance. Are you with me, Donald?
I like that idea, Barack. I've got a couple of whoppers in the chamber, so how about we let them off?
Whoppers? You have broken your McDonald's contract for the last fucking time, Donald.
I can just end the episode if you guys want to go.
Press A right now. Reggie Biden.
Oh, Muck Sandwich. Well, since you dildo scratchers have caused this breakup, give me some new material world to work with here. For I am the material girl, after all.
All right, I'll start. If you want a girl to be interested in you, all you got to do is walk up to them, tap them on the shoulder, and whisper this in their ear. Hey, shawty, I'm trying to divide that pink pussy like Audino. What's up?
That was atrocious. Don't listen to him, Joe. Try this. Camera up my anus and call me Daddy Maxie.
There is so much wrong with that, I don't know where to begin. Oh, I got one. Is your name Fione? Because I'll rearrange your guts and turn you on like a new iPhone.
Ooh, okay, that was bars. I'll give you that, Donald.
Both of your bars are ass on a cheese platter. I can't believe I'm going to tear my lover apart in a Pokemon battle. I wish it was physically, and so would she. I'm going to switch out Dog since he's feeling drowsy. That Chansey lucky bastard.
More like, I'd love to Chansey those panties hit the floor? Huh?
Make me drop my pants like a Scrafty and I can start spamming foul play. Don't let that intimidate you, baby.
My dick will blow you up like a Quilladin. If you want the seed bomb, you got to hit the wood with the hammer.
Are you implying you want your schlong smashed in by a mallet? Let me guess, your shorty rides with that gigaton hammer?
Wait, Joe, Winona wants to know what your favorite Pokemon type is?
What? I thought she already knew. Obviously, it's dragon type.
I'm dragging these nuts across her face, then I put the apple in her mouth. She let it ripen, then took them out saying, damn, these apples weigh a ton.
Okay, you're totally delusional, Donnie. I think you're just imagining this
Imagine
scenario.
dragging these nuts across her face. Then I put the apple in her mouth again. Go to
Okay, pause with the bayonet. Was that demonic screech you just let out, Barack?
I think that was a DN overload, Donald. Don't worry about it. Ask Candace about it later. Guys, I'm not going to lie. Although most of your lines have been shitter than a cacnea, they are somewhat giving me the motivation to plow through my wife in a Pokemon battle, unfortunately not in the Soul Chambers where we usually do it. Can I join in and give you some hot Fue Coco pickup lines?
All right, the floor is open and the mic is yours, MC Blowy. Drop some pure crocolore on these hoes. One time for the frickety frick frick one time.
Here it is, the Inferno Overdrive.
Okay, here I go. Let a Shadow Venusaur rave on me until my penis sore. Huh? Well,
Well, that was just a letdown.
You said it, Obama. Beyond disappointing, I must say. What jigglies have you been puffing, Joe?
what about this? I'll ride you like how Sleepy Joe fucks dead Gardevoirs. Oh, damn, ain't that a darn tootin' good one?
Not peak, please.
You can't just get pissy, Joe, because one of your pickup lines fell flat. Stop acting like such a privileged little shit and get your act together.
Sorry, boys, I lost my cool there for a second. I sincerely apologize. I'll take your criticism better next time. Gomen Nasai.
That Japanese was more scuffed than your gameplay, and that's saying something. Barack, get us back on track with the love liners, will you?
I thought you'd never ask Donnie. Let me tell you about this chick I met last week at the bar. I walked up to a shawty and said, "Yo, you a beauty, and you fly." She said, "What, chew want?" I said, "Well, I'm trying to ride chew more like. Maybe get that dick schlurped twice, call it crane dose." She said, "You're pretty tentacool, but I ain't trying to absorb all that. I'ma make like a stunfisk and bounce." I told her I wasn't leaving without getting some of that tail on the low. Let's just say she did more than that. She gave that double sloppy Hitmontopy, and at the end she swallowed. It was super effective.
That was insane, Barack. Funny enough, last week I met up with a goth girl at an anime convention. She was cosplaying gender-bent Ichigo in his hollowed form. I strolled up and said, "Hey, yo, baby, don't drop your mask, or else I'm gonna have to call you Mummy."
Mummy? Are you British? What is you talking about, Dondozo?
Mummy, you know, like Mommy Milker's goth girl step on me, GF. See, Barack gets it.
I told her if you need more heat, I can heat more. If you role play as Durant, I will eat your insides.
Next time you see a pokey gal you want to cue bone, hit her with this. Just saying I'm trying to make you bloom like a vile plume, yet keep your mouth dripping like a gloom.
That sounds bell awesome. Run it back, Donnie boy.
I said to her, when I'm done with you, you'll have to pull this stick out your ass like a Brakeson.
Are you a magician like Hoopa? Because every time we meet, you make my clothes disappear.
You're just like an ancient prison bottle of Chardonnay. You age like the finest wine.
Oh, hell no. I'm not letting that fly, you want to be Fletchinder? That one was awful.
What about this? I can promise you my dick is not a Gallicipod. It won't make an emergency exit after its first hit.
I don't think you're getting the punches with these lines, Joe. How about you just focus on the battle? Anywho, Donathan, recently I met with a cat named Lytton. I told her I'm trying to see if that pussy is fire while I make you Incineroar.
I want to wrap you up in my white string shot, Spupa style.
I prefer scattering my bugs across her face.
Nice one, Joe. Now you're getting the hang of it. Fun fact, your mom used rain dance on me last night. I think it worked because my naughty polytoad started to drizzle.
What do you guys think about this one? Hey baby, if we started dating, let's move to Unova. Because the first route I'd love us to explore is for you to pat the rat.
Damn, even though Gen 5 is dog dookie buns, you were spitting with that one Joe.
Wait, Osama is gonna die.
Dodge it!
You were close.
Hold on guys, I've got the ultimate pickup line.
Hey, Zeus on a tricycle, Joe, that was too close for comfort. You better prove your worth and learn from all the wisdom Donnie and I have bestowed upon you.
Listen up. In the sheets, my game freaks. I asked her, can we take the best parts of our X and Y and make a Pokemon Z?
Damn, Joe. You get a round of applause from me on that. Officially Pokebar of the episode. Well done, bestie.
Same here, Josephine. You came out of that battle with no casualties and left half of our audience soaked like a sobble.
Thanks, you two, but I really couldn't have done it without your help. This will make losing the White House and kids to Winona so much easier. We got Luster Purge, which is a massive freaking dub, and I think I'm gonna slap it on day one to solidify his beast of a moveset.
Oh, crap baskets. I never realized the consequences of this divorce going through.
No, I need the White House unoccupied for when I win the election in 24, damn it.
Viewers, I hope you enjoyed that last segment. I know the guys have been cooking those lines with our editor for a few weeks now, and I can't wait to see them plagiarized all over TikTok and Facebook and Twitter and Croc Rock. Oh, damn. I just thought of one. Rock my cock like a crock. Did you guys have any leftover?
Yeah, I actually had one left, Joe. I'll leave you unaware like Glenn Quagsire. Giggity, giggity!
Alrighty then. Thank God you left that cringe one out, Barack. I'm gonna fly back to Petalburg so we can finally get our encounter for that city with the good rod. I'll go to the scorched slab on Route 120 and get an encounter in there also.
That little cave off the coast of Fortree City? According to Bulbapedia, there are no wild Pokemon in that cave in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Only the remakes.
As I said, I'll go to the scorched slab on Route 120 and get an encounter in there also.
Do you just not believe a fucking word I say? You'll be wasting your damn time trying to get into a battle there, Joe.
I'm with Donald on this one. Please don't waste our time, Joe. Every episode of yours, you waste so much time doing the most pointless shit. Please, I beg of you.
If it's pointless and it drags out, that's what our editor is for. Even though he is a goomy-looking sack of chewia, he knows when it's best to cut out the boring crap.
So why doesn't he just mute your stupid ass every episode, Joe?
Giggity, giggity!
Well, who could have guessed we would catch another water type? Welcome back to the President's Monotype water run of Pokemon Sapphire. If it was Ruby, it would be a monoground challenge. I see what IGN meant by too much water now, for fuck's sake.
All jokes aside, Quagsire is a great Pokemon. I know his ability is partially why he has been viable for so many years, but this derpy little guy also has a brilliant type combination. If he is even slightly bulky in either of his defensive stats, we should be in a favorable position. Just please don't lose dog while you try capture him, Joe.
Do you want me to do the guaranteed giggity ritual then, Barack?
I mean, I wasn't going to force palm you, Joe, but please, if you wouldn't mind.
No, it's fine. I'm a little rusty, that's all, so please forgive me. Giggity gig, giggity giggity, giggity giggity gig gig giggity, giggity giggity, gig giggity, giggity 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 gig giggity.
That shit doesn't even sound like a real word anymore. I'm presuming I don't have to ask what this goober is being nicknamed, do I?
Dead right, Donald. There's no need to ask. Joe is naming this guy after the secret safe word he uses with your mama.
It's ironic, because Quagsire also looks like my penis. Time to go scorch some slabs.
Oh no, he's genuinely going to try find a wild Pokemon in a cave with no Pokemon. Lord Arceus in heaven above, please save us.
Why didn't anybody tell me there was no Pokemon in that shitty little cavern? What a waste of time.
What day is it? How many hours until the dawn rises?
Slowly losing the will to live. Joe, please, ask comment question before I perish. No song.
Oh yeah, I forgot we do those. Today's question is simple. What is your favorite alternate form Pokemon? I don't mean regional variant, I mean just Pokemon who have form changes like the Rotoms, the Oricorios, etc. My favorite is Duskmane Necrozma. This is like the Vegito of the Pokemon verse. His only bad stat is speed, but with such an incredible psychic steel typing, does it really matter? This regal lion will chew your ass up in a second. You know a Pokemon is going to be good when it learns Stealth Rock as a level up move. This thing is practically the poster child for uber power creep in Generation 8. My personal favorite is the Dragon Dance set. As sweeping little wusses online with it brought about some salty comments, let me tell you. Do I even need to comment on how badass its design is?
Wait a minute, you just obtained total redemption from me, Joe. My fave form has to be Landorus Therian. You said Duskmane is the poster child of Ubers? Well, this Nimbus-riding beast is the biggest celebrity of OU. Your viability in X and Y was determined by one question. Do you hold up well against Lando T? They even tried to sneakily nerf him by removing Knockoff in Scarlet and Violet, but that didn't stop my boy from grass-knotting Great Tusk into the Shadow Realm. His versatility is beyond absurd. Choice Scarf, Band Lefties, Rocky Helmet, the list goes on and on and on. Until we get a bustedly fast ice type that can smoke Lando in one shot consistently, he will remain the king of overused. The only downside was paying real-life money to get him. But hey, that's what PK Hex is for. Am I right?
I agree with your choice, Joe, as the Necrozma forms totally saved that Pokemon from being forgettable. Lando T, on the other hand, was totally unnecessary. As regular Landorus is so busted, they've tried to test him so many times, and he consistently gets banned from OU. Why can't they give an alternate form to a Pokemon that needs it, like Love Disc or something?
What are you talking about? We already have its evolution Alomomola Barack. Let me smoke these trainers real quick before we continue.
See, that's one thing I never understood. The designs between Love Disc and Aloma is just too similar to not be some sort of evolution, which it desperately needed. I hate to sound like Trump, but that was one thing about black and white that always annoyed me.
you're slowly starting to see the light Barak. It's like how Bouffalant should have been an evolved form of Tauros, and everyone would have totally been okay with it too. It's cheap DMC, reboot-looking ass, just gets worse and worse the more you think about it. Trust me.
Okay, well, Barak, you still have to answer what your favorite alternate form is. Let me just run into our potential next capture before you go on your stupid chimchar-ass tangent. You motherfuckers manifested this! Another water type! I'm gonna kill him! Murder! Murder! Murder on the dance floor!
Blame yourself, Ancient Gear Evolved Graveler. My favorite form change is Deoxys. In the Generation 3 games, it was a pure mind blow which form you would get. And on the school playground, nobody knew why it kept transforming as it traded between games. Then when you could choose your form at will in Diamond and Pearl, the lead game changed as we knew it forever. Deoxys Speed ran a monopoly on the entry spot. It was layers upon layers of spikes and mind games. Who would taunt? Who would trick? Who would shadow ball? Did the opponent have sash? The schmixies this form brought with it were ridiculous, and the other forms brought their own unique playstyle to Ubers.
All answers very solid, gentlemen. Viewers, don't forget to leave your answer in the comment section below, along with a like and subscription. All Creamy is a very close runner-up to Lando, in my opinion. The amount of options you have to change this Pokemon's appearance is incredible.
I love how we didn't even do our dramatic pause for this love disc. You just caught it without a pop-off or yelling at all, Joe. I'm proud of you.
The amount of attention we have given this thing is already too much for my liking. I'm calling it Love Dicks, and that's the end of that. He might even be accidentally released in between episodes, who knows. Even if we edited the script so it dies earlier than scheduled, no one will show up for its funeral.
Wow, I love this new cold-hearted Sub-Zero Joe. You still have access to the big red button nuke in the bathroom of the White House. Why not use it to drop atomic bombs on this heart-shaped fishy?
Because as Grandmaster of the Lin Gay, it would disrespect all of our morals. Plus, if I blow up this totally legit Sapphire cartridge, I would lose Dog and Boo Boo. They're like my only friends at the moment, so I can't part ways with them just yet.
Cheer up, Joey. We are nearly at the big city. Lily Cove, baby, where the rich get richer and the poor never make it suckers. The department store could low-key have some serious power-up items available. It may just be the boost in strength we need, as soon enough all enemy trainers' Pokemon will be force evolved to their final stage. Expect to see more legendaries and terrifying monsters from here on out.
I'm really starting to feel the pressure this deep into the adventure. Even the wild Pokemon are still keeping up with our levels, which is just scary to think about.
But most of the time, they're unevolved randos who can't really do jack diddly or squat to our mons. Case in point, what can a puny little Squirtle do against day one? A 4 damage bubble beam? Oh, please.
Wait, that's 4 times on low defense.
No!
Holy crimson chinny chin chin. You were not joking, Barak, when you said that day one can absolutely not eat a rock-type move no matter what. That boy almost got bodied by something that's weak against plastic waste.
Flame Body kind of saving my ass right now. Peak needs to start whipping this dude harder than Barak on the daily. My glute shoots are shuffling right now, guys. That's all I've got to say.
Just play patient, Joe. You're almost at the next Pokemon Center, so be as fucking cautious as you can, my brother. Boo Boo tanks pretty well from this guy. Probably takes like 12 HP at most from rollout. Whipping it with Peak is still a fine choice. Just make sure she doesn't take too much damage.
Do critical hits break through the attack cut from Burn? Does anybody know?
I think that only happened in Generation 1 and 2, Donald. Good question. Source? Well, it came to me in a dream, so it's pretty real, all right?
Okay, I'm pretty sure the burn chip kills him from this range, so switching into Boo Boo should be my safest move in case he wants to start rolling around again at the speed of sound. I've got places to go, buddy. I've got to follow my rainbow.
Once this roller coaster of an episode is done, I know exactly what song I'll be listening to on repeat for 50 hours straight. Just take it nice and easy through the grass, Joe. Come on, you're a professional at that.
We've done it. We made it to Pimp City, bitches. I'm gonna make like a Magikarp next episode and splash the cash in that department store. Good shit today, Joe. You put in work against your wife, and some of your pickup lines were as good as a Bunnelby.
Thanks, boys. My hands are shaky and slimy, so I can't wait to baton pass it over to you next time, Donald.
All right, Sligoo. Great work as always. I'm proud of you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the President's Nuzlocke run of Pokemon Sapphire. Today, I'll be putting May and her stupid little lie noon out of her misery and hand her the last L of this adventure. If a certain Sleepy Joe has any final words to say to her, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Good morning to you too, Donald. I'm already May's #1 friend on Snappy Chatty, and we've got a 69-day fire emoji streak, whatever that means. So I have a feeling this won't be the last time I'll personally be seeing her. Go nuts, my friend, before she goes on my nuts. How are we today, guys?
Already acting out of pocket from your intro, Joe? You never cease to surprise me. I'm doing great, and I'm starting to have hope that we will actually finish this run. You and I didn't let anything faint in our previous 2 episodes, and your team composition today is hotter than a Mag Cargo Donald. Considering we are into the last quarter of the game now, it's safe to say we are so back.
I'm back, big mad.
WTF? What is this? We don't need to throw for content anymore, you Agron-built imbecile.
Chill and nay there, Barack. Ledian is still pathetically weak, even in a randomizer. This wannabe Power Ranger could have launched a Leaf Storm, and Boo Boo would only come out with a small Boo Boo.
Leaf Storm was introduced in Diamond and Pearl gumshoes. You should start stockpiling your mind with information instead of swallowing stacks of Dorito bags, you bum.
I literally have more money than the 2 of you MFs combined. Come back when you make 3 mil on the daily.
Well, you better put your money where your mouth is and literally start sucking my main man, Benjamin.
Joe, why would you suggest that? Better question, why would you even want to see that? That is just creepy as hell, boy. Anyway, Donald, I'm sure I don't need to warn you about how terrifying a Metagross can be. Please play carefully around this goon.
Damn, this man even has lefties. Don't worry, guys, leave it to above average size D. Ain't no way he getting a crit with Slash, I can see it.
If it ain't Mr. Bin Laden, then it's a fiery dog. And if it ain't a fiery dog, it's a glorious mega chicken. Donald getting carried by a legendary part always.
I don't even care if he gets carried, Joe. At least he's doing whatever it takes to win the run. I was meant to ask Donnie, but how's the future sight training going? Have you been able to look into the passage of fate and see what reality awaits us?
Well, we all live to die, Barack. That's what awaits us at the end of life. A null void of emptiness once you cross the death plane.
Just grab the 100 coin star and you can stand on that bitch.
Shut up, Joe, you sleepy simply simp. Anyways, I see 2 things in front of me. This stupid Rudolph-looking ass and tombstones. May will start looking like blue because I'm about to kill her whole team. Dead Radicate theory? Let me tell you about the Dead Lie Noon theory.
Ah, I get it. Because you'll be making it to Mount Pyre today, Donnie. We will be sure to make a visit to May's team once we send them to the further beyond.
While we're there, we might as well visit Winona's pussy. Sorry, guys. I know you should never go back to your ex, but last Wednesday I used every move under the drought-setting sun on that poor thing. Beat up, pound, bone club, string shot, water gun, forest curse, lick, submission. If it's a Pokemon move, I used it on her.
What do you mean by I used the move Forest's Curse?
Well, when the bush gets so hairy you need a lawnmower to move south, you pour some lube on the female in question, and when she begins to squirm, that's when
All
you
right,
know
Joe, that's enough of your scarily descriptive sex moves. Legends is at a crisp +6 attack from Belly Drum, so Iron Tail is going to exterminate this freaky rodent.
Just use Ice Punch, you knackly nutsucker.
Ice Punch isn't physical in this game, remember, Joe?
Of course it is. It has punch right there in its name, dumbass. I should lend you my iron and zinc pills, Barack.
What's the switch, Donnie?
I ain't no pussy. Legends with the YOLO Hail Mary.
What the fuck?
I got it. He's gonna miss an Iron Tail will one-shot.
Extrasensory never misses. You fucking teeny dratini rat bastard. How bad do you have to be at this game, holy balls and titty sauce?
Nice pivot into the doggo, further proving my statement of broken monsters carrying your overweight ass when it's your turn. Holy Pidgey puke, that was almost choke of the run. If Entei literally took a fiery dump all over the screen right now, there would be less flaming hot dog shit on the field compared to your gameplay. What were you thinking, Donald?
Why are you two freaking out? I had that under control the whole time. Chillax like a munchlax.
You literally look like an extra large munchlax, you fatso.
High jump kick ends the fight. Can you both stop whining now?
No, it doesn't, Hiker Donald.
OMFG! Bro got called a hiker, the tubbiest trainer sprite that ever lived. I heard you like dragons, Donald. You know Drudagon? More like blood is gone. You should go into hiding after that roast. Kabapi!
Solo Sis is flabbergasted. Skim Frizzy.
You two dippling shits are water spouting such utter nonsense. That's enough. We got that rustic Maypack now that I've smoked her ass right into the grass. Any final words, Joe?
Sure, two things. First, thank God for Rule 34. Second, thank God the FBI is on my side while I use said Rule 34 on my bae, May. Would you guys allow me the honor to pump one out for the final time?
Ew, no.
That's disgusting. What have you been doing while Barack and I have been battling her?
I've been honing the hone edge. I've been flooring the Auroras. I've been circling the Ursaring. Call me Grookey because I've been slamming my dick like a stick.
Quite disturbing, Joe. But now that we are in the shopping center, I would like to give a quick thank you to all the donators that got us here. No, not my real-life Trump shareholders. I mean the commenters who have actually donated money for us to use in this department store. And of course, fund the series. Thank you to U.S. President Central, who I'm getting deja vu with for some reason. The Poisonous Turtle, Noah Zarins 2416, Mimi C193, and Brandon Scruton. You've all helped the series make it this far, so thank you so much.
As if that wasn't crazy enough, I want to give an extra special thank you to Do You Even Lift One for the $20 dono and Samuel Dienqua for the whopping 25-pound donation. Ironically, that's exactly how many pounds I gave Joe's mama last night.
I know. I heard all 25 rounds live Obama. Thanks for that, by the way. Finally, before we all get back to being sussy little boys, from our Buy Me a Coffee page, I want to thank Kevin, who bought 40 socks, and Matthew Grant Henriquez, who bought a staggering 50 socks. Wow, that is a lot of cum.
Stop it, Joe. Viewers, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you all for the love and support so far in this series. Our editor always says we have the best fans, and for once that Litwick liquor is right. Anyways, boys, this store is absolutely popping. I grabbed myself 99 moonstones just in case, a thunder, water, and leaf stone also, a couple of lepa berries for rationing PP better, and some dive balls. Great success.
Hold up, these TMs are where it's at. Substitute is an instant dub. Sketch is sick and Meteor mash my balls. Is this for real?
I'm not falling for that after what you did to me last time I mashed your nuts with a Meteor, Barack. Looks like we have eruption or water spout as TM38. Recover on the second one. The next one might be extreme speed, which would honestly just be godlike to have on any of our physical attackers or legends. And I can't really tell what the last one is. High crit rate, though?
It might be Poison Tail, which could be good coverage depending on who wants to learn it. Go ahead and sell our useless TMs Donnie. It's too risky to use the likes of Endure and Reversal when we are this deep in the game. And with newfound access to either Water Spout or Eruption, they are way more reliable and powerful.
Gotcha, Baracco Taco. Let me just sell a couple of worthless items here while I'm at it.
My protein. Reggie Steele.
Great! You've set off Reggie Biden now for the episode. I hope you're happy, Donatello, you pizza-munching Milsery.
How in all of Goldenrod was I meant to know that selling his pathetic little supplements would do this to him? Pokemon, snap out of this, Joe. Take it like a Mandibuzz.
I would take it like an American Mandibuzz and put it in a Japanese Mandibuzz. If you don't get it, just Google its name. I couldn't make that shit up if I tried.
Common Generation 5L. Mwahaha. I'm out of this joint, suckers.
Did that shopping spree get anybody else moist?
What's up, boys? I heard one of you are looking for a sponsor to splash some cash in the department store. Moist Cheese Puff or Moist Farmer or Moist Corpse have a ring to it, you know?
Oh, shit. Here we go again. You better watch yourself, Charlie, or I'll pull out the sniper called Skorupi and I'll let the bug bite.
Let me one-up you, Donnie. The chopper called Drapion, and you don't want to cross this poison. I'll unload a full clip in your ass. You want to be Jesus.
You buffoons, they're fucking mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummies.
Okay, wet man, give us some space here. The drenched Scooby snack is evolving our pussy right now.
Shit, you jackasses caught Sneeko? You should plug your cumsock merch now, Mr. President, while the triggered audience is present.
Oh my God, thank you. I keep telling these guys they'll fly off the shelves, but they never believe me. Thanks, damp dude.
Well, lick and tongue my balls, that was a pleasant surprise. Have you guys made a Sloppenheimer joke yet?
Only like 50 gazillion times, you happy feet bastard. Let's see what cheap fuck evolves into. I have high hopes for this guy. He is my main in Smash Brothers Brawl after all.
Obama is in fully automatic mode. Watch his mags, boys.
Wait, I just realized, didn't we already have John Wick on this series before?
So all of a sudden the fake Messiah shows up and we get two worthless evolutions. Now that I have to bench a fucking lie noon, I might as well start shoving blue potatoes in the land down under while a beluga whale blows me in the middle of the Pacific. How's that for moist, you bamboozler?
Hey, leave Penguin Z0 out of this, buddy. He could cancel your ass with his moist meter, and I ain't talking about his dong.
So who wants the sponsorship, you pawn yard pump chumpers? Please don't make me take on a dude who plays League or StarCraft. My org can't take any more shit players.
Calm down there, Purple Rain. I'm good on the offer. The farm pays nicely for my bills.
I wipe my ass with 6 mil every night. Why the hell would I need your petty money?
And I just steal things if I want them. Who are they going to report me to? The president? Yeah, good talk.
You're the only ass munchers who will turn down free money, you know that? Whatever, I'm out of here. I've got to go make a Galarian Ponyta take a shit or something. Peace!
I miss my dad already. I remember the days he'd load my rifle with a mag while assaulting me. Ah, those were the days.
I don't know what you mean by that, Joe, and I don't think I want to look into it. You actually have a truckload of new encounters available because of the surfing routes in Safari Zone Donald. If you could RNG manipulate a legendary, that would be amazing.
Channel your inner Hitler and manipulate some bitches, Barack. Whoa, wait. Donnie, I love you, buddy. Gang, gang. He manipulated the king, the kid, the goat, the legend. Toilet bird gang. Gang, gang, gang. Gulp me up and absorb my spicy moisture. Yuppa gang, a gang, gang. We are motherfucking eating it up.
I did this for you, best buddy. Is it another water type? Yes. Is it 4 times weak to electric? Absolutely. But will it make my closest companion happy? If it does, then this is totally worth it.
Why couldn't you run into something powerful, you bellsprout blowing bimbo? Literally anything except a water type would have been handy. As Joe said, summoning Hitler would have been more useful.
Hitler ain't got shit on Toilet Bird. Call me Hook. Gang, God. Any gangers in chat?
Okay, so what am I calling this big mouth mammy boy? Dumpy or something?
If you don't call him Toilet, I will abduct your whole family and bring my binoculars to the playground while wearing no pants.
So basically nothing will change, is that what you're saying?
To be fair, that little boy asked me to take them off last time, so it wasn't my fault.
Stop it, Joe. That is just creepy as hell, man.
Are you going to avoid this double battle by teaching somebody Cut Donald?
What do I have to worry about? My 5 water types plus Peak will be fine. So what if a Shiftry can sweep our whole team? I'm not ashamed of wiping out here.
I thought the only thing you were wiping was your ass, while Millie rocking.
I wish you would treat your dementia more seriously, Joe. I don't think this battle will pose much of a threat to you, Donnie, so do you have your comment question lined up for the viewers?
Great timing, Obama. Joe brought up Smash Bros earlier, so I'm going to use that as a basis for my question, which is this. Viewers, what Pokemon should they add to the roster of the next Super Smash Bros game?
How about if Lapper Ass dies, he gets added to the next entry?
Oh, no!
Well, that's a dumb answer, Sleepy Joe. Why would you even suggest... Rick Ghastly Gooch, you flary and feet fucker, please no!
Quite frankly, I don't care who gets into the next Smash, as long as Donut Chomper Trump here doesn't get to play because his gaming skills are atrocious. How do you nearly lose Lap or Ass against a fire and ground type? Please somebody explain to me how that makes any sense.
To answer your question, B-Rabbit, you choke artist, I would add Swampert. He would be a bulky boy with strong-ass brawler kinds of attacks, but he could still have projectile moves like Hydro Pump or Earth Power. He would be like Donkey Kong, but actually fun and playable. Barack, just to let you know, I disliked Donkey Kong before I found out he was related to you. No hard feelings.
Shut up!
His final smash is obvious. He could just Mega Evolve into the Chonkmeister 4000 and go bananas on the opponent. No Diddy Kong, or as I like to call him, Kitty Dong.
Why the hell do we let you in on these calls, Joe, you creeper?
At least he answered my gosh darn question, or Shifu Dark. Go read the Scroll of Darkness again. Speaking of Pokemon Mid-Sword and Whack Shield, I would choose Toxtricity. The variety of moves you could give this guy with his unique poison and electric typing would be monstrous. You could give him damage over time moves and stun moves, which would automatically make him a force to be reckoned with. Low-key. His low-key form could also be implemented as an Echo Fighter, or as a stance change. His final smash would be his crazy Gecko Gigantamax form, launching a G-Max Stun Shock. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Y'all are tripping Rapska balls with your picks. If you want someone to join with an Echo Fighter, look no further than Zoroark. The regular version is a TM learning beast with access to Brick Break, Flamethrower, Snarl, Shadow Ball, and the list goes on and on. His neutral or side special could be knockoff, which could have the unique effect of having the opponent lose their item or charge. So if Samus had her charge shot ready to go, or if Princess Peach aka God tier waifu was holding a turnip and Zoroark used knockoff on them, they would lose their charge and item respectively. Then you have the Legends Arceus version, which would have Bitter Malice, which would make the opponent deal less damage. Sakurai, if you ever need help in the fighters concept meetings, you know where I'm at, my guy.
Wow, I actually really like that idea, Barak. Here I was thinking you only wanted to add Zoroark because he is calamitous.
Excuse me, Joe, what did you mean by that?
Well, apparently it's politically incorrect to call people black nowadays, so I've started using similar words. Calamitous, dark, sprinters, and my favorite, thieves.
All right, I've had enough. The gloves are off, buddy. I'm gonna smoke you like a cherub. Put 'em up! I ain't dealing with this absolute anarchy anymore, you son of a—
Go! My fleet of safari balls!
Well, that was pathetic. Why didn't you throw the food to make it easier to catch, you idiot?
Wow, bait used to be believable.
You could have gone near his swiny little face. That would have helped either.
Wow, going near used to be believable.
Shut up, you boom burster. You've got another 3 encounters around this area before you even think about ending the episode. You've literally done jack shit for your turn and are purposefully leaving the tough parts of the game to Joe and I.
I would do Jack's Nesquik looking shit until the end of time. Rip 2-pack.
I'm so happy they caught—
Your brother's killer Barak, right? Isn't that what you were gonna say? Ah ha ha! Good one, Joe. You're so original and funny and smart.
It's true in the streets they call me Alakazam Barak, but that was just racist on your part. Sheesh.
Oh my God, my prediction came through.
You passed the Swadloon spliffy off to him again, didn't you, Barak? What in Jellicent's name is he talking about?
I literally said earlier that in the future I see tombstones and this reindeer-looking ass. And look who our capture is.
Oh, wow. You were right. This is game-changing. An abysmal normal type that has absolutely nothing going for it. Your power is so useful, Donnie. Ongo bongo.
The only good thing about this delectable-looking treat is the fact he is already level 39. That basically means he is on par with our early 30s Mons for what that's worth.
When you put it that way, it ain't even worth a pick of my left middle toe. Some animals will pay pure bank to get a snap of that.
Stop acting so weird, you glam meow muncher. This Stantler is kind of kicking your ass in the quote retweets right now, so why don't you activate your newfound power up and catch this guy, like AIDS to a wiener, huh?
It's a freaking Stantler, Barak. This man makes Intimidate look like garbage. That's how worthless he is. If we catch him, we have a nice sacrifice to the Poke gods. If not, the outcome of this run will not be changed in the slightest, I guarantee.
Leave Mew 3 out of this and just catch Adolf here. I can't bear to look at his goofy A0 sprite-looking ass anymore.
Hold that tink-a-tink thought for a second. What did you just call this guy, Joe?
Nah. That is the funniest shit I ever did see. Ha ha ha. It's Adolf the Stantler, the most famous dictator in history, referenced by one of the most atrocious Pokemon to ever come out of the franchise. I love it.
What's worse, the Holocaust or having Stantler's stats?
I just thought instead of Rudolph, call him Adolf. That's the reason I referred to him as that.
That's even fucking worse.
It's Donald. Yay! Finally, the real Donnie has appeared. Moby Dick incarnate. I bet he's got thick fat too.
Joke's on you, Orangaroo. Wailard gets all the skitties. You know what that means? I get all the kitty pussy meow meow. Let's get it, gamers! Arf, arf, arf!
There it is, officially the most cringe thing ever said in this playthrough. And I am absolutely dead ass about that. Did you hit the hype dance after saying that, Donald?
Also, I'm more of a Passimian nut roller, just to clarify.
Nah, I just hit a snug lil nay while borking.
You did not just say that. My soul is writhing in pain after that exchange.
I'm not gonna lie, this guy seems like slimy booty clappers, boys. His moveset is pretty damn awful, and he has cute charm for an ability. Very relevant to the topic at hand, but logically it's not that great in terms of viability. Oh, and probably the most important factor, it's another water type. Like, come on, man.
Don't write him off yet, Donald. He would literally be perfect for the team. As I said, he represents you in your truest form. This is Donald Jillian Dump Ketchup after you give him the greasy-ass orb. He transforms into this humongous whale and proceeds to scarf 40 boxes of 20 chicken nuggets. That's 8,000 chicken nuggets in total for anyone trying to do the maths.
Pure facts. No printer. Still, there's no point in whining over it when you're going to be trying to capture it anyway, Donald. If you can just catch this guy in your final encounter down south, I'll take on Archie and the rest of Mount Pyre next time. You pretty much had another filler episode, but hey, what's new there?
Hold on now. How is that my fault? I beat May, which progresses the story, went on a killer shopping spree, and caught the mastermind behind World War II himself. If that ain't enough for you, lower your standards a bit.
The May fight actually isn't mandatory. You can continue the rest of the game without fighting her, and she even has different dialogue if you fight her post-Elite Four and Champion. You failed our Safari Zone capture, and by the looks of it, you're going to fail our Mount Pyre battle too. The progress you've made is embarrassing, my guy.
Is that true, Joe? Where did you learn that fact? Have you tested it in-game for yourself?
I was actually the one who founded that secret message. You see, when I was able to stroke the Sliggoo 5 times a day, May's Overworld Sprite was my #1 option to do it to. So I kept playing through the game like normal, and when I was bricked up, I would fly back to Lily Cove to unleash Dragon Pulse. You're welcome. Did you know gaming?
Shut up, you steeny, sucking assholes. Now the whale is burned. He's on a timer now to be caught, but if you two keep distracting me, I won't be able to focus on manipulating the RNG.
Oh, please. The only thing you can manipulate is either taxes or women, and I'd argue you're scuntank shit at doing both regardless.
Well, here goes my last ball. Hopefully this manip works like it did on Barack's mama last night.
Ryoiki Tenkai.
Get down!
Nato Panchi.
What the hell? You sabotaged me. Barack, you traitor. Lord Suki Gruki would never disrespect me like that. I'm pretty sure I hit all the frame-perfect inputs, and you still got in the way. What are you trying to achieve?
I'm trying to teach you a lesson, Donald. When you ascend your mortality and gain a new transformation, these are the types of powers you gain. The ability to guarantee but also fail a capture. To feel love and yet to give sorrow. To have power while also draining others of power. You see what I'm trying to say?
Do these heavenly powers even show you why Stunfisk was created?
Come on, Joe, you know there's no answer for that question.
All right, rats, listen up. Don't make me go spreading Barack and Joe are dead theories around Lavender Town, because I'm approximately 8 seconds away from launching the Zap cannons to your locations. Time for our next team member. I have a good feeling about this one.
Call me Dimitri. Kill every last one of them. Rat, 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 snitch, rat, Tekashi, snitch, 6ix9ine.
Oh, looky here. Another burn. How about this time you don't let this chonky boy die, huh? That would be sublime if you could, Doland.
Maybe if you stopped cartridge tilting the game, I'd be able to gobble up this tubby little chode. No homo.
How many times do I have to warn you? Stop trying to face fuck the rats, Donald. They aren't into it, and you're just lying to yourself if you say you are.
Well, it's all or nothing now. This is my last shot of redemption, no Red Dead. One way or another, I will cram this rat into one of my balls.
I wouldn't celebrate yet, Donald, you guzzler, gimping sweet kiss spamming. What? Not again!
Congrats, Donald. You are officially good enough to catch the first ever Route 1 rodent. I'm proud of you.
Why, thank you, Sleepy Joe. In fact, I'll name this guy 6ix9ine in your honor.
I don't know why anybody would want to be even remotely associated with that snitcher, but you do, you guys. I'm sorry for interfering, Donnie. Thanks for at least not losing anybody today. I guess I should be thankful.
No problem, Falco Obama. You better go ham next episode like an oink-a-lone.
Screech! Ree!
Did Joe just do a pig impression and then dip? Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks to all the supporters again for their generous donations. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and join the Discord down below. Until next time, catch you all later.